getting close to pulling this engine and transmission out of here. We're going to drop it out the bottom of the car, lift the car body up, pull the cross member, the transmission, and the transmission cross member out in one piece. When you do that on these Camaros, you've got your suspension and everything that comes out also. So you've got to take your strut mount bolts out here on top on both sides. In order to get to these two here, you've got to take the brake cylinder off here so you can get to it. You have to take the steering joint loose, get it loose, and there's miscellaneous wires and stuff. Some of the wiring harness has to come through the firewall and drop down right here. These are the ones that come through the firewall. So we'll get it to this point. Down below here on the cross member itself, there's 3 bolts. You can see the 2 holes here. There's 1 down lower on the back, and then there's 3 on the other side. And then on the transmission cross member, there's 2 on each side. We've got 1 left on the transmission cross member on each side. We get this front jacked up a little bit, and then support the transmission. Take those 2 bolts out and lower it out. Then we'll raise the rest of the body up and roll this motor, transmission, front suspension all right out the front. Not too bad. Once you get the bolts out of the bottom, you raise the body up, roll it out on the front tires. Sitting here looking at some things. Probably going to do a tubular front end, front K-member on it with all new tubular suspension when we go back in the other car. The headers on it hit the cross member, so when we do the tubular, that'll go away. This will give us an opportunity to clean up everything. it should. Make it look good before we stuff it in the other car. Next step is get a chain, get the engine hoist, undo the 2 bolts that hold the motor mounts, lift the whole engine and transmission up off of it. Get it out of the way, then we can get that cross member back under this car, get that car out of the garage, get it to the scrapyard, get it gone. Then we can concentrate on the other one.
Half day's leaving. Take it to the scrapyard.